My son right now is getting a lot of messages that he's wondering about. He doesn't like to call himself black. He likes to say that he's beige, or he likes to pretend like he's slicking back his hair. And it breaks my heart because even at 6 years old, he's already getting the messages that white is better than black, or that he should aspire to be white instead of being happy and embracing who he is. While I have your attention, you should know, I am a biracial woman. My name is Andrea Glispie. I work as a program director at United Way of Metropolitan Dallas. I feel numb, honestly, because I have a son who is 6 years old, and I can't help but think about him whenever there is a black man who's been killed in the custody of a police, and think about what I will have to teach him and how I will have to guide him as he grows up and has his own encounters in the world without me. When I finally watched the tape of George Floyd being detained, murdered by the police, I was struck by him calling out for his mother. That's in that space, like, he was so despondent and could feel his life slipping away, and he called out for his mother. And as a mother, I think of all the times my son, either under distress or he needed somebody, has called out for me. I do everything in my fiber of my being to make sure that my son is well taken care of, and I just can't imagine that something like that, despite all my best intentions, could happen to him. He was just sitting in his car smoking a cigarette. That's all that was happening. And then he died in a blink of an eye. And I can just think of my son doing innocent things like walking down the street or riding his bike and coming in contact with the police and having something like that happen to him. I mean, right now he's cute and cuddly, and we walk down the streets of Plano where we live, and the police smile at us and they wave at us. But I don't know how much longer that's gonna last, quite honestly. And that scares me. It scares me a lot that I won't always be able to be with him and help him navigate the world. My mother was white, my father is black. I consider myself to be black, and honestly, that's how my parents raised me. A lot of times when I was with my mother, people would wonder where my mother was. They had a hard time understanding that my mother was white, quite honestly. They could see me with my dad and assume that that was my dad, but they had a hard time when I was with my mother assuming that I was with my mother. It's by no accident that our first black president of the United States of America was technically a biracial man, because you have to learn code switching at a very young age just within your family. I feel like biracial people like myself, that we're almost in a way multilingual in a sense, because we are taught from an early age about how to switch and how to present ourselves differently when we're around white people and when we're around black people. It's actually a privilege to be around white people and to hear how they talk and to listen to what they say, because I internalize that stuff, and then I understand like how I need to talk or how I need to disarm myself to seem comfortable and welcoming around them. And I think that's how I've been able to amass some career success, because of that ability to do that and to be the person around white people where, I am the black friend, I am the black colleague that they can point to and sometimes make themselves feel better. I wish that people would understand how hard I have to work and how much I have to do to get what I get. Sometimes I get a little infuriated when I see people who don't look like me, white people, and I feel like they can show up and they are already validated and appreciated, and I'm not. I know that I'm not instantly going to get that validation or acceptance the way that a white woman or man would. I think that white privilege is always and will be the elephant in any kind of discussion about racism. And it's important for them to unpack that and really understand all the ways that privilege has helped them and their loved ones get to where they're at. I do feel like white people are going above and beyond the call of duty of being nicer. Not that white people were mean to me on a daily basis, but I feel more welcoming, more open, more forthcoming since all this transpired. I want people to sit down and ask questions and listen. I want people to check their assumptions. I want people to challenge each other. I want people to challenge me. We all have work to do. It's not just some people, it's everybody. I need your help. So what's next?